Hi everyone, it's Nicole Wilkins with FitnessRx for Women, and this is my next question and answer segment where I took your questions from Facebook and I'm going to answer them for you today. The first question I have is, I'm following the carb cycling program that I found on FitnessRx for Women. I just want to know how long I should do it for. I still have about 25 pounds to lose. Should I only do it for a number of weeks or until I reach my goal weight? Thanks so much for posting the article. Honestly, I feel like you can carb cycle all year round. The carb cycling, there's so many different ways you can do it. You can do 2 days low, or 3 days low, or 4 or 5, and then a high day. Or you can do low, medium, high, or there's just infinite number of ways you can do it. What will vary is the number of low days you have in between high days, and also the number of calories you have on the low and high days, amount of carbs. So that's what will vary mostly based on what your goal is. So if you're looking to lose weight or lose body fat, typically the calories are a little bit lower. You have more low days in between a high day to kind of space things out and help your body drop fat. So if you are looking to build and you're in more of an off season, then your high days can be shorter in between. So you can have 2 or 3 high days a week instead of 1 or 2. If your goal is to lose weight, should you eat less protein? And when your weight shifts and goes down, how do we know we are eating the right amount of protein so we continue to lose? Ideally, for most women, I recommend about 1 gram per pound of body weight. And that's more toward, like if you weigh 140, I would say shoot for 140 grams of protein. If you weigh 300 pounds, I wouldn't recommend you shoot for 300 grams of protein a day. That's quite excessive. So I would shoot more for closer to what your goal weight would be. And that really doesn't change too much. There's the range of protein that you can take in per day goes anywhere from 1 to 1.5 grams per pound, depending on how active you are, how much muscle you have, what your goals are. So that number can vary slightly, but what you're going to want to vary more than that are your fat and your protein, or your carbohydrate grams. So the other macronutrients aside from protein is what you're going to want to fluctuate more than your protein amount. If I don't eat 6 meals a day, will I still build muscle and definition? Sometimes I have a hard time eating that much in one day and work and get other activities in, but I do manage to get myself to the gym. How important is the 6 small meals to getting cut? No, you don't have to eat 6 small meals. I have some clients that I've worked with that only eat 4 meals a day, and they have a hard time eating more than that, and they look great, they see results. It's more about the total amount of food that you're taking in through the day. Now, I am a believer that if you space your meals out, it's easier for your food to digest. It's you don't feel super full, you're not waiting long before you eat again, which makes you even more hungry and more apt to make bad decisions with food, or unhealthy decisions and convenient ones. So I would space your meals out no longer than 4 hours apart, and if you can only eat 4 meals a day or 5 meals, that's totally fine. You don't have to do 6. I do about 20 minutes of interval training cardio after lifting. Is this a good practice to lose weight? I do feel that incorporating cardiovascular activity can help speed up the process if your goal is to lose weight, but more than just working out and doing cardio, your diet is about 75 to 80% of your results. So make sure that even though you're training hard in the gym, you're working hard in the kitchen too. And the last question I have is, sometimes when I do leg curls, my knees hurt after. Is there anything you can do to stop this? Thanks, Nicole. The knee is very complex, and it could be a cause of many different things. 1, you're not warmed up properly. 2, your form might be wrong. 3, the weight might be too heavy. 4, you could have a little bit of a strain. 5, you're a little bit weak in that area, so you've got to build up the strength. So I would take a look at those things. Make sure that you're stretching. It could be very tight back there, and that's what's causing some pain. And if it continues and gets worse, then I would probably see a doctor. So those are my questions for this week. Until next week, keep asking your questions on the FitnessRx for Women Facebook page, and I'll be back here every Friday to answer them for you. Until then, keep living the fit life.